Good morning, children. Welcome to class 11 economics lecture. There are two parts in your syllabus for economics. Part A for microeconomics and part B is statistics for economics. And we'll start with part B. First chapter, Introduction to Statistics. In the first module of this chapter, we will study here basic terms related to economics, definition of economics, what is economic problem, and what is statistics in the field of economics, meaning of statistics and features of statistics. Firstly, going to understand the term economics, we will understand some basic terms. These are, first is here consumption. So what is consumption? It is process by which a person tries to satisfy his needs by using up utility value of a good or service. So what is utility value here? Utility value means that power of a commodity with the help of which a person can satisfy his or her need. Now second basic term is production. So what is production? It's a process by which a person converts raw material into useful things or sells them into society or in market to generate income. So with the help of this process, he earns income. Third is savings. It is that part of income which is not consumed, means which is retained by the person with himself, or it may be in the form of deposits with banks. It may be in the forms of investment in any sector. So these are savings. Next is fourth, investment. What is investment? It is expenditure which is made by a producer on purchase of those assets with the help of which he can generate income in future. Means these are those assets which are helpful or which are used by the producer in future to generate more income. Fifth is economic activities. All the activities which are related to use of scarce resources to earn money. Basically, meaning of economics means to earn money. But in economics, when we study with economic activity, then it relates with all the activities relate with the scarce resources. So what are the scarce resources here? Means scarce resources means the resources which are limited in nature, but these are having alternative uses. For example, a simple example is capital or money with any person. A person is having money with him, but his demands are more. He wants to use that money on at different places or at different uses. So scarce resources are the limited resources. Students, come to next definition of economics. You can see here, father of modern economics, Alfred Marshall. He is a great economist. So what is economics? It is a social science that studies human behavior as a relationship between ants and scarce resources which are having alternative uses. It is called social science because it studies the human behavior, because a human being is a part of society, and because in economics study of human behavior is here, and it means how a human being uses the scarce resources to satisfy his needs, or how can he relate or how can he establish a relation between the scarce resources and the output. And here means output means results. Come to next, what is economic problem? The term economic problem, basically it relates with the choice of scarce resources, because a human being has to make a selection selection of scarce resources, that where should he use these resources, for what purpose, or for for what not purpose. So it is a problem of choice of scarce resources which are having alternative uses. Come to next. Now the basic concept of this chapter is statistics. So why we are going to relate the statistics with economics? So you can say, what is the need of statistics in the field of economics? Mainly in an economy there are many problems, many economic problems are there. For example, problem of unemployment, problem of inflation, problem of poverty. So to understand these problems and the causes responsible for these problems, we need facts. Facts here means data. It means quantitative values, because when we have the facts or data, we can know what are the causes responsible for that problem. Next is here to analyze economic problems and to find their solutions with the help of data is only possible. It means when data is with us, then we can analyze economic problem. For example, the problem of inflation is there, problem of unemployment is there. So if we want to take a solution of these problems, government has to adopt or formulate different policies, and these policies are formulated on the basis of data. So statistics is very important tool in the field of economics. Next is here meaning of statistics. What is meaning of statistics? Statistics can be defined in two senses, in plural sense or other is in singular sense. In plural sense, it refers to information in terms of numbers, means a group of data. But other side, in singular sense, statistics refers to methods or techniques which are used to collect, to classify, to present, to analyze and to interpret the quantitative information. So what is example of statistics in plural sense? Because it is a group of data. So population statistics means population data, employment statistics. A single value or single number can't be treated as statistics. So there should be a group of data. Only then it's called statistics. On the other side, when we define statistics in singular sense, then it includes different methods or techniques. So it covers stages of the stages, or you can say techniques which are used in this category. These are collection of data, organization of data, presentation of data, analysis of data and interpretation of data. And we will study in further chapter all these stages, that what methods or techniques are used for each and every stage. For example, for collection of data, two methods are there, sampling method and census method. And the same here, different techniques are here for organizing or for presenting or analyzing the data. So come to next and last topic is features of statistics. So students, what are the features of statistics? The first main feature is aggregate of facts. It means a single value can't be treated as statistics. There should be a group of data, because when there is only single value or a single term is here, or quantitative value is here, then no any conclusion can be drawn with the help of that value. Second is here numerically expressed. It means these facts should be presented or expressed in terms of numbers. Means qualitative aspects, for example, intelligence, for example, beauty, these are qualitative aspects, and these aspects can't be expressed in numbers, so these are not a part of statistics. Third is here affected by multiplicity of causes. Means you can say statistics, or you can say quantitative facts which are available with us, these are not affected by a single factor. For example, when we say that there is inflation problem in the economy, then many factors are responsible for it, not a single factor is responsible for it. Fourth is reasonable accuracy. It means when we are going to collect this data or statistic, there should be you should keep in mind to what extent, or to what should be degree of accuracy should be there with you, so that reasonable, you can say accurate results can be find out with the help of that data. Fifth is placed in relation to each other. Means data should be of homogeneous nature, or it should be of same nature. Only then comparison is possible. For example, if you collect the data of two person, one person height and other person weight, then the comparison of these two data is not possible, because these are of not homogeneous nature. Next and last is here predetermined purpose. It means when you are going to collect the data, the purpose of collecting the data should be very clear in your mind. Otherwise, result may be misleading, and that would not be statistics. So these are the features of statistics. Thank you, students.